your eyes and fold your palms. I'm going to read a prayer to you. Think about the prayer. When I read the prayer, listen to the prayer. Concentrate. Focus your mind. Okay? Don't be distracted. Because this is a personal prayer that we are doing to Krishna. So this prayer, all the prayers that we do get answered. Okay? Don't think it is just simply I'm saying something. It'll go. Prayers have this transcendental vibrations. And they move in the ether and they reach the person that they are attempted at or focused at. Okay? Close your eyes, fold your palms. My dear Lord Krishna, if you so desire, please guide my heart to understand true success. Help me remember that success is not only winning, but trying sincerely, staying honest and being kind. Give me a focused mind when I feel distracted. Give me a calm heart when things don't go my way. And give me strength to choose what is right over what is easy. May I grow each day with gratitude, courage, and care for others, and learn to trust that doing my best is enough. Thank you for considering my request. Om Tat Sat. Open your eyes. And did you like anything about the prayer? Anything that actually touched your heart? Or anything that you felt for the first time? It is there in your heart, but you could not, express it in your words, but today it has been expressed. Did you like something about the prayer? I really like that trying sincerely is actually success. When we try our best and leave the rest to the Lord, that is actual success. We always think that result will be the success, But actually when you put in your effort, 100% effort, that is real success. I really like that point in the prayer.
To me, the best point was to choose right over easy.
Yes, very good point, very nice. Choose to do the right thing instead of just being a little lax and okay, let me do the easy thing out. Very good point. Okay, today so we are going to discuss this in the class, and before that I'm going to tell you a story. So you all know this character called Dhritarashtra?
Yes.
Yeah, Dhritarashtra, and the other character is Arjun. Okay, they are two very different characters in Mahabharata. So first I'll tell you about Dhritarashtra. Okay, Dhritarashtra we all know is a blind king who is actually the caretaker king. His job is to take care of the kingdom until the point when the Pandavas, the eldest of the Pandavas, Yudhishthir, grows up, and then he has to hand over the kingdom to Yudhishthir. Okay, but what does he do? He's very attached to his son Duryodhan, and he's very ambitious also. He wants lot of wealth and prosperity, name and fame, and what does he do in that process? He usurps the kingdom and he wants to give it to his son, right? So that is what he thinks is success. In his eyes, what is success? Wealth, power, ambition. This is all success for him, right? So this is one character, okay? Now I will ask you, what does success mean to you? Usually what success means to you? How do you think you can become successful?
Becoming stable and happy.
Yes.
Becoming stable and disclosing explosive with bomb.
Yes, okay. Putting effort, yeah. That is the real success actually. But this usually success means that I want good relationships with everybody, right? Success also means I want good health, right? When we are healthy, we can do so much more, right? That is also success, isn't it? And also to raise a happy family, as you said, right?
To be happy and sustainable.
Yes, to be happy. And we also want to rise high in a position, right? We want to do well in life and go to a higher position in our jobs or whatever, right? And also to earn a very nice living so that we can all live comfortably, right? Make a lot of money is also success, right? Become very established is also success. This gives us security. We feel successful, right? And sometimes for some people, leaving a legacy behind, like, they become like real Ambanis or Tatas, and then they leave their legacy, they leave their assets, they leave a legacy behind so that people can know them, remember them, and always, their names are in the books of history, right? Leave a legacy behind, right? Is also successful. All this is success, right? Isn't it? In the material sense, right? Now, there's a very nice story. So now we are in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. There are two individuals we are going to talk about. One is Dhritarashtra and the other one is Arjun. Now we know that Arjun is in the battlefield, but where is Dhritarashtra? Dhritarashtra is in his palace. He's sitting there with whom? With his secretary called Sanjay. Okay? And Sanjay is actually narrating the entire Mahabharata, the entire whatever is happening in the battlefield. Sanjay is telling Dhritarashtra because he's blind, he cannot see, right? So now Dhritarashtra is definitely very, he wants to know what's happening, right? And he asks a question. You know what is his question? His question is, what did my sons do in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Okay? So, now if you analyze his question, he is actually interested in the events, in the outcome of the war, in the result of the war. So, he's very, as I told you, he's very ambitious. He wants that his son should win the war, should get all the property, get the entire kingdom. He's very, very ambitious. And for his ambition, he will do anything. He will go down to any extent. Go down to the extent of usurping the whole kingdom also from their rightful owners. Who are the rightful owners? Pandu's son, Pandavas, right? But he's willing to do anything for his ambition. Number two, he's very attached to his property, to wealth, to ambition, to growing, establishing himself as the king of the world, right? So, and on the other hand, we have Arjun, okay? And he's also in the battlefield, same situation, but he's asking something very amazing. He's not asking, what should I do or what are they doing in the battlefield? He's asking a very existential question, why are we doing what we are doing? So he's not asking what, he's asking why. Why is a very powerful question, more powerful than what. When you ask why in your life, then you get very powerful answers. So he's saying, okay, let me ask why. Why are we doing this? So Arjuna is like 0.001% of the population who ask why. 99% of the people ask what. I'm not saying that asking what is not important. Being ambitious in life, getting your achievements, doing well in your studies. Then after you do well in your studies, you want to get a good job. You want to be successful in life. I'm not saying it is not important. Achievements are very important. But also to know, why am I doing all this? To have a bigger picture, to have that framework of why is very important. Today you can ask yourself, why am I sitting in this class? What is this giving me? Today is a Sunday, today is a holiday, but you all are investing your time, you are investing your mind into this class. You want to understand why, right? Isn't it? So why is a very important question and a very powerful question. And we should take a note of this why. Whenever you do something, you should be inquisitive. You should be curious to know the reason why we are doing it. And Arjun is exactly that, 0.001% of the population who wants to know why he's doing what he's doing. Why is he standing right in the middle of the battlefield? Why he has to fight with his relatives? Not just picking up his bow and arrow and just going for the battlefield and, committing so many, killing so many people. Like what Duryodhan is doing. He's not bothered about why. If Duryodhan would have questioned why, then he wouldn't be fighting this battle, right? He would know that he is doing something wrong. And he wouldn't fight this battle. But he's not asking the why. He's asking the what. That what will I gain from this battle?
What can I do to win?
What can I do to win? Do you understand the difference between both the personalities? So, but the point is, now let's come to the practical application of this. Deep inside our heart, we are actually both Dhritarashtra and Arjuna, because we also want to be successful in our life materially. We want to become better. We want to get a good position in our life. We want to leave a legacy. We want to be successful in terms of earning a good living, right? Having a happy family. And on the other side, we also want to know why we are doing all this. What is beyond all this? Because when we get everything in our life, you ask the richest person in this world that, are you happy? He will pause, he will think that, is this money, is this wealth, is this popularity really giving me real happiness, which is beyond, what is beyond real happiness? Beyond real happiness is bliss. That doesn't come with material success. That doesn't come with material achievements. Yes, some sort of happiness you will find. When you become really successful in this world, you will be, in a nice, comfortable place. You will have a good house, a big car. But somewhere you will have that little feeling that something is missing. I'm not fully happy. What is that which is something? Which is that? And you would want to, after that, or maybe before that, you will want to understand what is that I am missing. So Arjun wants to know what is beyond this. What is something which is more profound than material success? And this is what, a confused Arjun or a bewildered Arjun wants to find, the why. That I'm doing this, but will it give me real happiness? So this is the story. And then another story about Arjuna's real success. So we all know that Arjuna was known as the great archer. In his times, there was nobody equivalent to him, nobody as equal to him or greater than him. Or at least it wasn't proven, right? Now, people would admire him, people would clap, his teachers would say, like Dronacharya was his teacher, and he had how many students? 101 plus 5, 106 students, right? 101 Kauravas and 5 Pandavas. But out of those 106 students in the class, Dronacharya's best student was Arjun. And he used to praise him, and all the others, his kings and all his peers, would be really scared of him, right? Would fear him. So he was really at the topmost of his career, right? He was the best in his work, whatever he was doing as a warrior, right? And he won all the battles. Wherever he would go, he would come victorious. So he started believing, Arjun started believing that success means being the best. Success means always winning. He started believing that, right? Success means never missing my target, right? And because everybody was clapping, everybody was rejoicing in his success, he started feeling that he is successful, right? But then one day, there was a contest, there was a tournament in which Dronacharya invited everyone, whoever wanted to have a contest could come. So now there was Arjun and there were other contestants. He defeated all. At the end, one contestant came. His name was Karn. Have you heard his name? Right? So Karn came, and he also, when you take part in a contest, you have to do some competition or whatever. So he also started shooting arrows, and his targets were also perfect, as good as Arjun's. And everybody cheered. And Arjun started feeling a little insecure now. Now he had an equal. Karna was his equal, and he was thinking now maybe he will not remain number one. Suddenly, what happened to his success? Suddenly he's feeling insecure. Suddenly he's feeling somebody is better than me. So success became a pressure. It became stressful for him, right? So now we understand with this example that success in the material world is not everything. There is somebody can always take your position. Somebody can always be better than you. Somebody can always be number one. You can become number two from being number one, right? So that means, what meaning does this material success have beyond a point? Yes, up to a point it is important, but beyond a point, does it really have meaning? True meaning. It has meaning, but does it have true meaning? So this is the difference between Dhritarashtra and Arjun. In the battlefield, I told you, go back to the battlefield. The question that Dhritarashtra is asking, the question that Arjun is asking. Dhritarashtra is asking what? He's more concerned about the achievements, the success, the ambition that he has, the results. He's very result oriented. And what is Arjun asking? Why am I doing what I'm doing, right? So there's a difference. Arjun is not pretending that everything is fine. He's not pretending. He's saying, okay, I am not. What does he say in Bhagavad Gita to Krishna? He says that, listen, Krishna, I am confused. I am bewildered. I don't know what is the right thing to do. Please guide me. Please help me. I want a mentor. I want a teacher. I don't know what I should do. He's asking for help. Whereas Dhritarashtra, he thinks he's all in all, and this success is the best success. There's nothing beyond it, that there's nothing profounder than this. But Arjun is asking for something better. So he's being honest. He's being kind. He's being sincere. He wants God's intervention. He's looking up to something which is higher. He's looking up to divinity. So that is real success. He's not rushing into the war. He's not saying, okay, give me my Gandhi, I'm going to kill everybody. He's not rushing into it. He's pausing. He's reflecting. He's thinking. He wants to take the right action under proper guidance. He just doesn't want to be wild. Right? And he's turning to Krishna and he's asking for help. Right? So like how we were saying, how we were discussing in the beginning, you also have to move. You also have to look at your teachers, at your parents, at people who are senior to you, more advanced, more wiser, people who have seen more world, who've seen more life. Take advice, not just think that, okay, I know it all, I can do everything. Whatever my friends are saying, whatever my peers are saying, I'll just follow blindly. You should know who your well-wishers are. Take their advice. That is real success. Right? And there's not a feeling of weakness in that. Don't feel that you're weak if you ask somebody, okay, I'm confused, please help me. That is not a sign of weakness. That's a sign of strength. That's the sign of honesty, right? And that doesn't make you fail. It makes you wiser. It makes you more aware. You're taking instructions from somebody who's much more wiser than you, right? That is true wisdom. That is true success. When we pause and we ask the right questions and then we take the right action. Okay? Now, related to this whole story of on success and the whole thing about success, we are going to do 2 shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita is a manual. It has all the answers. Whatever we are saying or whatever the wise people are doing, all the teachings are coming from Krishna, which he has already given in Bhagavad Gita. So we have to read Bhagavad Gita in an aware manner, in a scrutinizing manner, so that we get all our answers. So Bhagavad Gita, actually in chapter 2, 2.58, chapter 2 verse number 58, Krishna is going to tell us what is real success, what is real wisdom. So you all can repeat after me, okay? I'm going to
she'll be calling out the first line. So there are 4 sentences, 4 lines in a verse. So she'll be calling out the first line, you all repeat. Doesn't matter if you don't get all the words. You do it 3 times. So
yes. And moreover, I will also send the shloka in the group. So try to read it and try to, if you don't understand, try to read the translation. Okay? Because most of us don't have Sanskrit, right? In our classes, in our school, right? Okay? So you have Sanskrit? Okay, then you can understand better.
From class 5.
Okay, you are in class 4.
I'm in class 5.
5, okay.
Not for third language, he chose Sanskrit.
Very good, very good.
Mom, I'd like to speak in Sanskrit and Urdu Swadhirar language.
So nice.
Form.
Very good. So now, text 2.58.
Both of you can sit and follow this also. This is Yada something. The rest can listen and repeat. Wait. She will call out and then the first line. Okay. So you can, Shania, you can also sit together.
Yada samharte chaham. Yada samharate chaham. Yada samharate chayam. Kurmo angani vasavasha. Kurmo angani vasarvasha. Kurmo angani vasarvasha. Indraya indrayatebhyas. Indriya indriyarthebhyas. Indriya indriyarthebhyas. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Prajna pratisthita. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Pratisthita. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Now I'll sing all the 4 lines together, okay? Yada samharrate chayam kurmo angani vasarvasha. Indriya indriyarthebhyas tasya prajna pratisthita. Yada samharrate chayam kurmo angani vasarvasha. Indriya indriyarthebhyas tasya prajna pratisthita. Okay, now we'll understand what it means, right? So the translation says, one who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise. You know the example of tortoise? When it sees danger, what does it do? It moves its limbs and its face and everything inside the shell, right? So as the tortoise, when somebody withdraws his senses from the sense objects, draws its limbs within the shell, that person is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. So when we do not, associate with the sense object, suppose there's a big cake, for example, okay, in front of us, and we know that we've already eaten too much and now we don't want to eat. What do? We do not see, or we do not go there where the sense object is kept, the cake is kept. We do not go there. We try to do something better, something which is more valuable. Maybe, we have a test, we prepare for our test, or we have some, classes that we go for, or we do something which is better, which will give us, some knowledge or something better. We'll understand something wiser than just sitting there and not having something to do and then start eating the cake. Okay? So we distract, we kind of don't go in that direction, we kind of do something better. Okay? So basically the idea is that a wise person knows how to pull his senses inwards, like the tortoise. The analogy that is given to us, the comparison that has been given to us, is of a tortoise. Because we have seen the tortoise pulls his limbs inside. What does he do? He doesn't focus on the distraction, right? So if we don't focus on something which is not good for us, and we remove our senses from that, and put our senses into something which is better, right? Suppose I have to go play a tennis match, and while I'm leaving, I see the cake on the table, but my mother's giving me a banana. So what do? Instead of eating the cake, I take the banana and I go for my match. So what I did not put my eye on the sense object, which was not good for me, but I did something which was better for me to do at that circumstances, right? Did you understand? The example makes sense to you? You all also can come up with your own examples, but I thought this is a practical example. This keeps happening with us every day, right?
Translation.
Yeah. So,
They want someone to read it. Okay.
translation, yeah.
You want to read now? Okay, good. Come here.